Hello guys, welcome to Manage. Today we are going to do the decision making part of that 2024. It had a very good mix of different kinds of traps and it will be very interesting to solve it. Without wasting any time, let's get started. So this is the passage. Mr. Singh lived in a sprawling housing society. He employed two part-time domestic helps, Vimla and Sharda. Vimla was responsible for cleaning and dusting while Sharda took care of cooking. So Vimla did these two things and Sharda did one thing. Once Sharda fell ill and consequently took leave for 3 days. Okay, Sharda fell ill and she took 3 days leaves. When Sharda returned to work, she learned that Mr. Singh's gold ring, a gift from his mother, was missing. So when she comes back, a ring goes missing in that time. Suspecting theft, Mr. Singh had terminated Vimla, which was already working while Sharda was away. Mr. Singh asked Sharda to take additional responsibility of cleaning the house along with an offer to double her salary. So Sharda is getting compensated heavily and she is also getting more work. Sharda accepted the offer as her previous two jobs were lost due to frequent health related absences. So it means Sharda gets sick very often and so she loses her jobs this time. Okay. She was struggling to make ends meet. This offer would go a long way to help her. Now, you should be able to gauge the weight. Like, you cannot just put all your sympathy with Vimla. Sharda is also suffering because of losing her job. She has also lost her sources of money. So, this job is a big thing for her as well. So keep this in mind we move on to the questions. Next day, while cleaning under the dressing table, Sharda found the gold ring. So she finds the gold ring that Mr. Singh suspects Vimla has stolen. Overjoyed, Mr. Singh expressed his gratitude by presenting Sharda a reward of 1000 rupees. However, he made no mention of reinstating Vimla, which means Mr. Singh is like, oh, hooray, I found the ring, but I'm not going to give any clarification to Vimla or apologizing is a very far off thing. So I'll not do anything. Let her be wherever she is. I have fired her. I have a helper who's doing all her jobs, and I'm cool with it. So if I try to summarize it very quickly, Vimla, Sharda, two people gets fired because of a suspect, gets double the job, double the salary, and everything. But she stays sick very often, so this is a big thing for her. It's not like she's well off already, so this job is a very big thing for her. And Mr. Singh, he is shown as a reckless person who just fired her on the basis of a doubt and also does not agree or does not even care to give any clarification to the person he has fired. Let's move on to the questions now. Okay. Sharda was contemplating whether, it means thinking, whether she should inform Vimla that she found Mr. Singh's ring. Which of the following considerations will best dissuade? It means stop. Stop with a reason. Like persuade means to make someone say yes with a reason. Dissuade means the opposite. Dissuade Sharda in sharing the information about the ring with Vimla. So we have to find the strongest option which will make Sharda say no, I'm not going to share anything with Vimla, be it the way it is. Okay, let's see the options. Mr. Singh will probably terminate Sharda if he gets to know that she has revealed this information. It is a pretty strong point. Sharda is also in a mess. She has lost the jobs, and if she loses this one also, she is already in trouble in making her ends meet, and this is a troubling point for her. So it is strong. Let's move on to the next. Had Vimla done her job properly, she would have found the ring and avoided this incident. This is just victim shaming, no? Like if you lose a small ring, it is very probability based that you might find it or you might not find it. So you cannot say ki she was not able to find it, so she is the evil, she and she deserves to be fired. No, not a good option. Vimla already knows that she has not stolen anything, so telling her will not give her any new information. What is this? Suppose you are jailed with no reason, and you are just jailed, and the judge says he knows he is not guilty, so let him be where he is. He is at peace with his mind, but he is suffering in real life. No, bad option. Sharda is not keeping well, and Mr. Singh warned her that her frequent absences could lead to her termination. So, how does it make her dissuade? How does it dissuade her? It is just saying that if she does not appear for the job, she might lose it. Vimla has been thrown out of the picture here. No. Talking to Vimla won't make her take a leave or two, right? So, bad option. Whenever Sharda was absent, Vimla used to help her by taking over her responsibilities. It is such a funny option. So, if they collaborated earlier and they helped each other, so now is the time to take revenge of it. How is it even logical? Bad option. So, A is the right option because he will terminate Sharda if she tells, if he gets to know that he has shown Vimla his true colors, that when he doubted her, he fired her, but when his doubt has been cleared, he does not care anything. So this is a strong option, and it will dissuade Sharda because Sharda knows Mr. Singh is not a good person. He took a minute to fire Vimla. She can be the next if she does not follow what he wishes. Next question. 2 months passed, and owing to Sharda's improved health and dedication, Sharda started working three more houses. So Sharda is healthy now, and she has more houses to work for. However, Vimla was dismissed from her jobs in two more houses primarily due to the ring incident. Her name has been tarnished, so now she has lost other jobs as well because those those people will also doubt that she might steal something from us as well. News of the discovery of the ring had not become public. So there's a difference in losing jobs from other houses and becoming public. Maybe a few houses got to know about it, but it is not public yet. And Sharda wanted to help Vimla. Sharda is contemplating about over possible actions. Okay. So this news is still not public. Vimla lost other jobs, and Sharda wants to help. This is all we need to know. Okay. Confront Mr. Singh about concealing the discovery of the lost ring from the housing society residents. So, if she confronts Mr. Singh, how will it help Sharda? How will it help Vimla? I mean, it won't help her. Maybe she gets reinstated, but once the relation has been made bitter by this incident, I don't think she would even want to go where she is constantly doubted and maybe taunted even. So, I let's keep it on hold. Inform Vimla that the ring has been found and advise her to demand compensation from Mr. Singh for tarnishing her image. Uh, Suppose she asks for 6 months of salary, right? What after that money gets exhausted? Her name has been tarnished, right? And after some time, the money will exhaust and she will have to work. But this option does not say anything about clarification of her name. Bad option. Inform as many domestic helps in housing society as possible that she has found the ring. It will just become gossip, no? This is not a good option, and she might even lose her job as well when the owner gets to know that this is what her. This is what his helper is doing, just gossiping all around that Vimla was innocent and all that. It is not helping Vimla. That is what I mean to say. It is not helping her. House helps are not going to hire Vimla for further jobs. You have to persuade the owners of the flats or houses, whatever it is. Quit the job at Mr. Singh's house. This portion is making me say a big no because Sharda is also in a mess and ask him to consider offering that job to Vimla. This is no God work, right? Okay, I will suffer. Let her do the job. No. First of all, she would not want to go back to that place. Second, why would you just kick your own tummy and fill someone else's? This is a bad option. And this is where I want to mention that there's a rumor that that XAT is very more XAT's options should cover morality. There's a difference between morality and stupidity. In that decision making, you do not go for that option which might look super good, but it is not practical, right? This is not practical. You're not going to lose your own job for sake of someone who has been accused of stealing, right? Plus it does not clear her name as well. Divulge to Vimla's employer. Divulge means to make something, to reveal a secret. That's what divulge means. Divulge to Vimla's employers in the housing society that she has found the ring. All right, that's good. So she did not say anything, nothing negative about Singh, right? That Singh is this kind of person, that kind of person. It is based on those people's, I mean, whatever they imagine. It is based on them. Okay, they can interpret anything. She did not say anything bad. She divulged to those employers who fired Vimla, the new employers who fired Vimla in the housing society, that she is innocent. So they might consider hiring her back. Reason being, they need a helper. No, helpers are not like lying around. So someone was working at their place. They doubted her, but it did not result in something super like this theft incident. So they might consider calling her back. Even if they do not call her back, at least she cleared her name. And this is what question asks. Best help Vimla. So she is no more called a thief. Okay. The news of discovery of the losing eventually became public. The domestic help in the society were chagrined by the treatment meted to Vimla and the fact that news of the discovery was not made public immediately. So they have problem with two things. Let me erase this. They have problem with two things. First, they are chagrined, let's call it irritated or frustrated by treatment meted out to Vimla, the bad treatment given to her, and the fact that this news was hidden. It was not made public immediately, right? They wanted to ensure that they would not get targeted every time if something goes missing. So it should not happen that next day someone else's jewelry they are not able to find their jewelry and they will instantly point fingers on the helper. So this will result in a very toxic environment and the workers will never feel safe to work there. They will always feel targeted. So this is what their problem is. Which of the following policy options will best minimize? You have to minimize the chance of employers suspecting their domestic workers of theft in future. Do not see the employers as evils. That is the first thing I would want to tell you. Divide it in two parts. Employers should have faith, helpers should feel safe, that they are not doubted constantly, right? Let's see the options. The domestic workers will undergo daily search by the security guards when leaving the society. This is not demeaning to anyone. We go to malls, we are searched. Maybe you go on a cycle, maybe you go on a 1 crore car. You are searched. So this is not a demeaning option, and it looks pretty good to me right now. When a domestic worker is terminated on suspicion of theft, without proof, they will have to be paid at least 1 month's salary in full. What stupid option is this? So you tarnish their name, you fire them, and you give them salary. What after this salary is exhausted? Their career is over, no? They also have a career. They are not like birds that they can perch on one tree and then on the other tree. They they work on word of mouth. So no, not a good option. Just cancel it. The current address and contact details of all domestic workers should be submitted to the housing society. So it is helping the employers that they have all the details of the workers that are working there. But what about the helpers? Now they have even given their addresses. So if someone doubts that they have stolen something, maybe those persons will come to their house and beat them. Very bad option. If there is a suspicion of theft, the security guards will first conduct a thorough search of the affected house. First, conduct a thorough search, and then second, what? The helpers. So you just decrease the priority of when you will doubt them. This did not solve the problem. Neither will the employers feel safe. So it will be like, okay, first my house is searched, and meanwhile they will hide the jewelry somewhere and then take it out when the things are cooled down. Bad. When a domestic worker is terminated on suspicion of theft, the employer will have to publicly apologize if the domestic worker can prove their innocence. How will they prove that they do not have the ring? Will they show nothing? And how will they show nothing? Bad option. Answer is A.